So this is a crossover I was not expecting, but it's been right in front of me this whole time. So which IKEAs do you like more? The IKEAs in Turkey, the IKEAs in, I believe that's Indonesia, the IKEAs in India, or the IKEAs in the SCP Foundation? Sweden don't sell to them. Is the Swedish government the ones to blame for this whole situation? That black country ball is the SCP Foundation, Secure, Contain, Protect. I think the acronym actually stands for Special Containment Procedures. Think science fiction, paranormal, or basically just straight up horror. But when it comes to Sweden, we're mainly referring to SCP-3008. Basically just think you're lost in an IKEA at night while this thing chases after you. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. Yes, Sweden, please do not sell an IKEA store to this foundation. Guess the country. So that video is by Rukavov. This one as well. Please go subscribe. Of course, Switzerland has a lot of that no gold. This one I believe is Australia because I remember the spider part. Now I don't know what else is gonna happen. The Netherlands going up in the ocean because they're getting flooded. I don't get that reference to Germany. That is Sweden selling IKEAs to Sweden. This is Sweden selling IKEAs to Finland. Sweden selling IKEAs to very rich UAE. And then here's Ukraine. Oh, where's the SCP at? Oh, there they are. Oh, that's what I was... Okay. This is where things happen that are bad. And to make all this even crazier, apparently I'm a part of it. I'm in the universe. Here's that SCP ball versus zombies in Anjob's Country Ball universe, and yeah, that... Did you miss it? This is the country ball version of myself. This is literally the last thing I need in my life right now. I do not want to exist in the same universe as these horrific things. Well, at least I'm strapped. So their whole foundation is here to, I guess, protect against the zombies with... Wait a second, was there a no Germany for a split second there? I like that we're all huddled up in Belgium trying to keep it together. Funny how there's a lack of Sweden here. I cannot believe the SCP Foundation is canon in this universe. So can Anjob just make an episode about the zombies meeting the IKEA demon? Or these things are basically just called the staff. It's funny, I just visited IKEA myself and I literally got lost. So I'm gonna die. Here's another one by Anjob. This time we're focusing on Malta and the zombies back. But with the SCP Foundation, they have landed. They're now here to, well, I guess handle the foreign entities that have entered our zone, whatever.
The Foundation forces headed to the island of Camino.
So this is their first...
Setting up headquarters in the tower.
Their first sighting in the series. Well, not the first ones, but first episode focused on them. Isn't the Foundation a mixture?
The virus was set up in
good
the
and bad?
Isolation Hospital. The Foundation's task is to find out why the infection occurred unnoticed.
If anyone's gonna... Well, actually, I don't know if I'd want them to be a part of this.
Special forces were sent to the island of Gozo to capture experimental specimens.
Holy crap. Remember, these zombies can walk underwater, so it's very possible that they just walked to that second island right there. So this is an actual Maltese citizen running from the zombies of Anjob, the Anjob universe zombies. I'm very unlikely to show up in this. I just want to let everyone know. I think I'm back in California still. But at least they're strapped up. Is that like, that looks like a inner tube. They put all their money, I guess, all their budget in the weaponry, but not much into their boats. I just feel like this is gonna backfire like heavily on humans. They've got some interesting sounding weapons. Does it have a silencer on it or what? Uh-oh. Is he good? Oh, I guess, okay, yeah. We all know that they're very, yeah. They're controversial. I'm surprised he didn't get killed. Oh, did he? No, I think they just wrapped him up. Like they have like a nurse zombie. That one looked like the Punisher with the skull on it. I guess it is the Punisher, apparently. Literally smashed his face in. This is probably not the most ideal spot to... Oh, that's a Thor. Oh, is this a different weapon that... I'm supposed to know that, aren't I? I guess they technically do have access to Thor's hammer, basically. What is this? SCP-5254, a humanoid or object transformation into one of the 980 fictional characters by the Pokemon Company. That's my personal favorite. I want to do that. So that kind of means that Pokemon are also included in this zone.
It's cleared. Unload the equipment. Soldiers,
again,
divide into teams.
They will probably be dominant over the zombies, but
and set up an operational
at what
headquarters
cost?
There. Team B must reach Kinuna Tower and create an observation post there. That way we will secure our positions in the fort. And the zombies horde will not pass unnoticed. But be careful.
I feel like
the local
they should
towns
probably
are full
find some of
zombies.
those human
According to some
transferred
reports, a
zombies.
mutation with increased intelligence and strength has been observed.
Oh crap.
And
That
act
way,
extremely quietly. Zombies must not
I don't know, I think a
realize we're
Pikachu would
here.
be pretty powerful against some zombies. Why have they never done that series before? We'll be learning the results of the SCP squad mission. From the previous episode, they were bringing all sorts of weird chemicals and, I don't know. Obviously, the multi-balls were a little bit confused,
Now, you
though.
see, killing zombies is not effective. We
But-
need to study the nature of the virus and find a cure.
This is exactly, okay.
Hold on, hey! I'm against doing that on my land. It's
It's too late.
dangerous.
It doesn't matter.
I strongly
He's about to
recommend
just
you
get
not
stabbed
interfere,
right now.
Otherwise, you'll be the first one to collect experimental samples.
It's not gonna work like that.
Have a nice day.
Okay, that was an episode I should have watched beforehand. Again, that was by Anjob. Can't wait to see what happens next. If being a bad fandom was a crime, SCP, Countryballs, Country Humans, the Backrooms. Someone's salty. Like I said, this crossover has actually been happening for quite some time. I just didn't even realize it. So you can find numerous different Countryballs in all the different stories and lore here, which I guess shouldn't be surprising since you can pretty much draw anything personified as just a ball shape. It seems like these shorts are getting millions and millions of views though, specifically referencing SCP along with all the different countries, and I guess IKEA. You have multiple subject matters that people are interested in. Obviously, IKEA being probably the biggest. So again, Sweden with also, this is just like the craziest blend of like stuff that I never we still obviously have history references and the flag references, Singapore for whatever reason, food for whatever reason, and then at the very end, what the hell was even that? Was that Italy turned into Poland? Or yeah, there's actually so much that I'm like literally getting lost. Okay. Belgium with waffles. Country-ball is not recognized. Who is that? Country-ball is not I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's our Winged Hussars. Oh, so it doesn't necessarily go in the order that you're expecting it, but it obviously always ends. It always ends the same exact way. I like the horror theme endings. IKEA in other countries versus IKEA in the SCP Foundation. I'm surprised to find out there's only officially 471 IKEA stores. It is in 62 countries and 5 territories though. So it's almost like Sweden just gives like every country maybe 3 or 4 different IKEAs and then they just dip. They don't go much more than that. Well, except if you're in the USA, there's a total of 52 IKEA locations in my country, which still is not that much, but it's really known. Funny enough, the country that has the most is Germany, so I guess if there begins to be this world-renowned IKEA phobia that pops up, this is the country that's the most screwed. Australia has 7, and there's even one in the Caribbean. I wouldn't have expected that. What Caribbean nation has an IKEA? Oh yeah, I should have expected that. The U.S. territory, Puerto Rico. The infinite IKEA, the found footage. What do you mean aren't all IKEAs infinite? So this is what I'm guessing you can expect there. I know they recommend to never track back. You know, like it's kind of like it's not even a maze. It's just like a really long path, but they never recommend for you to just go back against the path. I did that. I did get lost. Don't do that. Just follow the map. The map. It's funny because if you ever go to IKEA, a lot of the IKEAs are set up very similarly. Like, it does get scarier as you progress forward because you end up in the warehouse, which is arguably the most terrifying place on Earth. Is that where this found footage is? Apparently, there are rumors that there are some people that have been lost there for years. They're just trying to find a way to get out. Yeah, once the lights go off, that's when the staff comes, I think, right? Oh boy. Don't do that. This is basically the back rooms, if you think about it, except the back rooms is more of a maze, isn't it? That was by SCP Realized. Thank you for that. I like how the original video that was uploaded like 2 to 3 months ago was just like this very... I don't want to say poorly made, but yeah, very like ironically made. Sweden doesn't realize what they've done. I like how the Swedish ball is acknowledging what they have created. Accidentally fused. I mean, it wasn't exactly their fault, but it is their fault. Sweden loves it. This is how Sweden's going to take over the world, I think. This is how they plan to get back their great northern empire, isn't it? And maybe even more than that. Very nice banana fight. More of Sweden selling IKEAs to all the different countries from around the world. I guess all 62. Was it 62? Brazil now has the spider on their face. Saudi Arabia. Was that Saudi Arabia flooding? Was this a prophecy to the Dubai floods? I don't know. South Korea, Germany looking way too happy. Norway also with their king. That I believe is Israel. Israel's jamming, and here's Russia. Russia's sad about some historical reference that I'm not sure. Okay, and then horrifying Poland. Maybe they just triggered NATO Article 5. I like the fart sound effect. Wait, this song is a banger. That's exactly what I was referencing. Do you remember 1721? Yeah, we're talking about, I just talked about it. The great Swedish Empire, they lost because of Russia. Russia hasn't actually gotten an IKEA since 2022. They did have IKEAs though, then they lost it. Countryball Indonesia, flag, Poland, me thinking Monaco. It's always so confusing in the Countryball universe. Those damn red and white strip flags. Funny enough, Sweden themselves apparently only has 20 IKEAs, and they've only given 7, 6, and 9 to fellow, well, Switzerland is not a Nordic country. I was gonna say less than 10 to other Nordic countries. Be careful to everyone out there that's terrified of the SCP-3008 story, because IKEA does plan to move future locations to Brazil, Peru, New Zealand, and Vietnam. These are future market locations. Russia no longer has to worry. They're the only country on Earth that has had their IKEAs revoked. But yes, no one will be safe from the staff soon. Maybe that's when IKEA will actually launch their invasion of whatever these creepy creatures are. This is actually the world's largest IKEA in the Philippines. I didn't know that. I now really want to play the 3008 Roblox game based on this entire thing. I'm gonna be so terrified. I love the way the Swedish say hi to you. They're just like, hey, hey. Anyways, I'm never going back inside one of these stores again. And big thanks to my patrons this month.
Drew, je suis ton père de retour avec le lait, regarde dehors.
DoOOCHBAGGINS, Amateur Archaeology, Carmel Saida,
Tambre,
Fredrik Tibblin, Henrik Hedlund, DaBeautiful, MEGAN-Underwood, JohnDenver, KirinoIsBestGirl, The Mexicans, 760.